Hello again, I'm Zach Jones, president of Ascend, and Ascend is a digital marketing agency that works with workforce development agencies to generate awareness and increase enrollment and applications for various recruitment opportunities. Now today I want to talk about the results from this month's survey that we commissioned and talk about what job seekers want. Now, as you may be aware, every single month we do a survey of people that consider themselves unemployed or underemployed, and we seek to try to learn about how they wish to learn about opportunities and kind of help you know what the best ways are from a digital marketing perspective to increase awareness of these opportunities and connect with these persons. Now, first thing I want to say is that I understand that when you're trying to communicate with job seekers, one thing a lot of employers look at is how much effort they may put into that process. If someone just takes sort of an easy approach to applying for a job as opposed to a more detailed approach, maybe that person isn't as serious. I certainly understand that approach. However, for workforce development, generally there's a training element involved. It's not just immediately giving someone a job. What we've seen over time is that you really need to meet these people halfway and make it easy for them to learn, easy for them to apply. Because a lot of the people just don't realize these opportunities are out there. They don't understand what's going to happen after they click an ad or after they call you or after they submit a form. So making it as easy as possible for them to communicate with you and learn is very crucial. Now let's jump into a few stats here from our survey. First, this probably isn't too surprising to you, but it's always nice to see things confirmed with data. 55% of persons that click an ad for a job, they want to communicate by email. Only 15% prefer phone. Again, nothing terribly surprising here. And honestly, in your shoes, managing this communication online is probably easier. For a lot of workforce development campaigns, you have hundreds and thousands or even tens of thousands of leads coming in. Managing all that by phone would be very, very difficult, at least until you were able to refine this applicant pool greatly. So you definitely want to think about having an efficient means to communicate with these people by email or some sort of electronic means. And by the way, females are more likely to prefer phone than males. Males are more likely to prefer email. Just another stat for you to keep in mind. Now, of the same people that apply for a job that they find out about online, 29% would prefer to visit the employer in person to discuss, or the agency that's doing the hiring or the training for that position. 29% is a large number. I would not have guessed a number that large. You probably would not be surprised to know that older persons are more likely to want to visit in person. However, 29%, that's across all ages. So you definitely may want to think about having some sort of system in place to allow people to meet in person, or at least the more, when you get your applicants and your leads, at least the more qualified leads that you get, have a system in place to allow them to meet in person and ask questions and learn more about the position. Lastly, 53% of job seekers, their favorite way to learn about a position or an opportunity is to watch a video of a current worker or someone who has gone through the program talk about their experience. Video is so powerful. In workforce development, it can be difficult to create these videos. People go through a program, then they move on. Maybe they get the job, maybe they don't. It can be difficult to keep up with these people. So here's my advice on this. First, at your program, interview people on video. Interview them as quickly as you can as they're starting to get some experience. If it's a training program, once they've had a few classes, if they're fired up and excited and they're, excited about where they're going, go ahead and start getting some comments and testimonials from them. Don't wait until the very end. Now, obviously, you're going to have to get some of these testimonials at the end once people have completely finished the program. But just don't put it off. While they're there at your office, get them on camera. It doesn't have to be anything fancy with a professional recording studio or anything like that. If nothing else, just ask them to, use their phone and do like a selfie video. That makes it personal and authentic. Someone watching that video is going to know that that's genuine, that that's that person genuinely talking about their experience. If it's too polished and looks scripted or too professional, people aren't going to take it as seriously. because it just doesn't come across as authentic. I think that's the key word there. But whatever type of process or system you have to put in place, you've got to interview these people, get them on camera talking about their experience. If you wait until they leave your program and after they start a job somewhere, it's going to be very difficult to reconnect with them and get them to come back to make a video at that point in time. I mean, certainly you can try that, and that would be a great video if you can pull that off. But as we've seen many, many times, that's just very difficult to do. It just doesn't happen very often. Don't rely on that happening when people leave your program. So these are just a few of the takeaways from this month's survey. If you'd like access to all of the data, then I encourage you to go to our website and access the free Workforce Development Marketing Toolkit. We have lots of great content there, this month's survey as well as past month's surveys and other exclusive content. So be sure to access that and check out the rest of this survey. I also encourage you to like this video and subscribe to our channel on YouTube so that you'll get notified every time we put out a new video. We put out new videos every single week. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.